We want to take you back to the sound. This is coming from Jason Peakout. Jason Peakout, just so you know, is an ear witness. He heard the shots at this grocery store in Tucson, Arizona. He came running out, and he saw a horrible scene before his eyes. This is what he described to me.
What I first heard, I heard about 15 to 20 gunshots in the parking lot. I came outside immediately and did not see a vehicle or any people fleeing. I just saw people running, screaming towards the where the shooting happened. Everyone screaming that it was Gabrielle Giffords. I did see them take her away on a stretcher to the life flight. She was moving from what I saw with my own eyes. And right now, I just seen a bunch of people leaving on stretchers and life flights flying out of here at the moment.
And I imagine that people there, including perhaps yourself, are in a state of shock.
Yes, from what I'm being told from people that had seen it, that she was shot point blank in the head by the shooter. And then after that, basically all chaos broke loose. There was some bullets that went through the window into the Safeway that I can see. How many people were hurt, I have no idea.
All right, stay with me, Jade. All right, we also had an update from the Northwest Medical Center in Tucson, where a spokesperson there said that the congresswoman has arrived on scene. She was shot in the head and is currently undergoing surgery. So that is good news in the sense that it refutes some earlier news that had come into us. Representative Gabrielle Giffords among those wounded at a shooting that has taken place in Tucson, Arizona. We want to play for you now some sound from Jeff Rogers. He's with the Pima County Democratic Party. This is as he spoke to our affiliate there, K-Gun, in Phoenix, or rather Tucson, Arizona. Here he is.
We're bringing in grief counselors and people to talk to all of our Democratic Party volunteers. People are pretty upset to hear the various stories that we're hearing out there right now.
Yeah, now, and we were talking also about just how people had to be very, very careful because all sorts of rumors are starting to circulate.
We've heard rumors from, 6 people dead to nobody dead to, Congresswoman in the surgery or Congresswoman didn't survive. We've just heard all kinds of rumors. Nobody really knows what to believe around here. I think all we know for sure is that some rogue gunman shot a lot of people.
I mean, what do you think of just this very situation, that something like this could happen in this country today?
Well, there's just a tremendous amount of anger out there right now, and a lot of people fomenting that anger. And we think it's time to tamp that down a little bit, and for us to have civilized discussions about our disagreements, so that we don't encourage people to behave in this kind of manner.
But what do you think the fallout would be from a situation like we saw today?
Well, I don't know. We maybe need to re-examine a lot of things. For instance, one of the first things on the table at the state legislature this year is putting guns in schools. I mean, how crazy is that, given what we've seen here today? And I think we just need to have a more civilized discourse in our politics in this country, this state as well.
There are going to be a lot of discussions like that coming from Jeff Rogers, Pima County Democratic Party, and as a result of what has transpired at a shopping center in a grocery store just outside, actually, of a Safeway in Tucson, Arizona, where we have been told a number of people have been shot. Unconfirmed reports of deaths. Eyewitnesses say they do see bodies. And among those shot was Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, who was holding an event at the grocery store. It was a meet and greet with their representative, pretty common things for members of Congress. We had this statement coming from John Boehner, Speaker of the House. He says, quote, "I am horrified by the senseless attack on Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords and members of her staff. An attack on one who serves is an attack on all who serve. Acts and threats of violence against public officials have no place in our society. Our prayers are with Congresswoman Giffords, her staff, all who were injured, and their families. This is a sad day for our country." Jackie Jarris is standing by. She's been looking at the lay of the land, which can play importantly, especially in relation of hospitals when people are in need of treatment. Jackie?
Right, yeah, Martin. We'll go to our Google Earth and it will show you the area that we're talking about. This is in the foothills, and this is on the north side of Tucson, Arizona. We'll zoom in and show you the intersection in the Safeway grocery store where the shooting took place. This is a very busy intersection, and I understand that this whole area has been closed off. There are a number of different chain stores in the area, as well as restaurants, things like a Honey Baked Ham. There's a bank around here. There's a bagel store around here, as well Hills, the grocery store. So this was a very congested area on Saturday morning. People are getting out, doing their shopping and doing that sort of thing. And back behind in this area, this is a suburban neighborhood. Now, as for the medical center, if we zoom back out for you, we're told that the Congresswoman was taken to the University Medical Center right in this area, and then a couple of victims were also taken to the Northwest Medical Center. So this is all east of Interstate 10 on the northern side of Tucson. Marty.
All right, Jackie Juris giving us a look there from up above as to where this shooting took place and where the help could be found, that being, of course, transportation to area hospitals. We want to update you and let you know that there is a news conference that is expected to be coming shortly from the Northwest Medical Center in Tucson, that coming to us from the spokesperson there. We are not quite clear whether this is just going to be a news conference to update the number of people that have been brought in, and there are a number, including the Congresswoman. We understand at least one child has been brought in, as well as a number of other people. They're all in serious condition, and they're all undergoing surgery at that time, as that hospital is working under emergency conditions. We have now some sound from Judge Keith Barth. He spoke with K-Gun, again, an affiliate in Arizona, and he is a friend of the Congresswoman. Let's listen.
We met when she started her campaign and I started mine in '06 at grassroots type connection down here in Santa Cruz County. And she was a shining star, always there, always caring, always willing to listen to anybody about anything, and just had the right attitude.
When you were out on the campaign trail, you got to spend quite a bit of time with her. Was this something that she really seemed to enjoy, those one-on-one interactions with people, when she was able to meet voters and meet members of her district?
She was made for that position in every sense of the word, again, she always had time for anybody and looked into just about anything that you would ask her to. You could agree to disagree with her and try to work anything out between the parties.
Oh, when you guys were campaigning this past fall, there were a number of hot-button issues that were always being talked about. Was security ever a concern when you were out on the campaign trail with her back in November?
No, it wasn't. And again, she would always give her lending hand to anybody that came up to her and give the time of day to anybody from A to Z. She never showed any type of apprehension about that, although, looking back in hindsight 2020, it tells us all to be a little bit more careful.
That was Judge Keith Barth. He spoke with K-Gun, that is KGUN, an affiliate there in Tucson, Arizona, and he is a friend of Representative Gabrielle Giffords. She is among those who have been shot at a grocery store. She was holding a congressional event, a meet and greet with her constituents, when the gunfire broke out. And she is in surgery, as are a number of the victims. Her condition is described as extremely serious, with a gunshot wound to the head. I want to bring back Tom Fuentes. Tom, would there be security traditionally at this kind of public event for the Congresswoman? Judging by the silence, I would say that Tom is not there. We'll take a break and be back with more in a moment.